The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Come on.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On play action, they'll throw.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
60 Maverick.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession.
Ready. Hot 70. Ready.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Ready, ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They're going to look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Ty Davis Price, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
21-0 our score after 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Compton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Davis Price is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Olave holds it in. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready, set.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He completes it to Olave. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Albert Okwuegbunam from 19 yards away. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Big, Warriors 70.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Compton. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb from 10 yards out.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a big tight end in motion right.
70 Ranger.
Here's the 2nd and 7.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In motion right is Thomas. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game, touchdown, Cowboys! So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And, Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Hey, pass. 65 catch. 65 catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Pollard going to try the right side.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Juwan Johnson
from 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Come on. Hit.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. He'll look to throw. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down now, Compton only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
60 Eagles.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
He's back to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback.